What's up, everyone? Today I'm talking about a line that I heard from the Avengers movie from the bad guy, Thanos. He was talking to his adopted daughter, and she was saying that he doesn't know that if what he's doing is right. And he said, I'm the only one that knows what I'm doing is right, or I'm the only one with the will to act on it. And when he said it, it registered to me because I look at that, especially when it comes to finances. A lot of people already know what they must do. Earn, pay your bills, and save. But a lot of people won't do that, and because they don't want to ruffle feathers, so they won't have the will to be the bad guy on certain things. You know that you have to stop spending to save. But in order to, if you're not a person who's by yourself and you have a spouse or you have kids, in order to stop spending something that you've been doing a long time, you're going to have to ruffle feathers. You're going to have to will to be the bad guy in that situation. So if your husband loves to spend, you're going to have to be the bad woman to say, hey, we're not spending for this, and that. And this is just temporary. But we're not spending for this, and that until we save, 3 months of saving. Then we could start spending. Or we need to have money saved for a rainy day. And the same thing goes for the husband to tell his wife. But a lot of people won't do it because they don't want to make their spouse angry or upset with them or have an uncomfortable conversation. But by you not having this uncomfortable conversation, you're putting your family at risk for missing one paycheck and the whole thing come crumbling down. A car will break down one day. Some financial emergency will happen one day. And it's like I always tell my kids, it's better to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And I always say that, and I live by it. But to order to do certain things, you have to have the will. So remember, being debt free is not normal. So you're going against majority of the people. So even when you tell people, majority of people are going to be like, hey man, I don't see what's the point of you doing this, and that. You have to have the will. And the will to act on it, not just talk about it and act on it. A lot of people already know what you have to do. It's just going to take the inner strength inside you to do it, regardless if it's your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, and even your spouse. Somebody's going to have to be the leader in that situation to better the family financially. So even if a woman, the wife or the husband, somebody has to take the lead so we could stop the curse of being broke and start the blessing of being financially secure, especially if you have children. And like I always say, not just children, but you have parents. They will get older one day and can't do certain things, and you need to have some money that you will be able to help take care of them and do certain things for them too, because they did their part. So it's always going to be our time to do our part. And one thing you got to know is I want the decisions that I made when I was 20, I'm not proud of financially now when I'm 32. So when I'm 40, I want the decisions that I made when I'm 32 to be better. So when I'm 40, I'm like, okay, I'm glad I did that at 40. But if some people don't learn from their mistakes and they continue in the same cycle, they're going to be 40 and keep repeating the same thing. And unfortunately for them, the next generation and their kids will have to feel the effect of that. They're going to have to start over. Everybody knows that our job as parents is to put the next generation ahead of us, meaning passing them down some wealth, passing them down some property, some land, a business, some kind of head start in saving. If you just try to do the best you can do. Everybody's pockets is different, but everybody knows we must do it, but it's going to take those special people with the will to do it, regardless of what the world says. I'll give you an example that I do of myself. Mother's Day. I don't care about Mother's Day. I'm not a holiday person. Mother's Day to me is just made up day, made up from someone who want to charge you 3 or 4 times the price that they usually sell roses and chocolate and teddy bears and all this stuff. I love my mom every day. I pull up on my mom on regular days and say, hey mom, you got time? Let's go to a nice restaurant and you can order what you want and let's just sit down and talk. And it's lovely. My mom loves it. It's not crowded. It's nothing. And even if she disagree with it, my mom's still going to respect me because she know at the end of the day, I'm not doing it because I want to be cheap towards her on Mother's Day, but because I know it's crowded. You're going to these restaurants and they're sitting you down and they're trying to get you out. The service is not great. The food is not great compared to what it would do compared to what it would be on a regular day. But because it's Mother's Day and everybody is going off emotions, like, oh man, I gotta go because it's Mother's Day. It's a made up holiday. It's not even something that's real. It's not law. It's just something that people are convincing you to say, hey, if you don't do this for your mom, you don't love your mom. I love my mom every day. Same thing with Valentine's Day. I don't go crazy for these things. I love spouse every day. You love your loved ones every day. I'm not going just because they made up a holiday and say if I don't buy roses and teddy bear and what's other thing, chocolate on these days, they don't love you. Like, yo, you're spending money that can go towards your kids, and you can still do it for them on a regular day when the prices are not 4 times. I have to look like I have this kind of money to impress somebody? I don't believe in it. I have the will not to do it, and I don't want to be with nobody if they need that to get done. I'm cool. That's fine. Christmas, same thing with Christmas. If I don't have it, my kids don't get it. And when I have it and my kids get it, best believe they know it comes from mom and dad. It doesn't come from Santa Claus. Everybody works too hard to be giving credit to Santa Claus. I don't have a chimney. I stay in a condo, so we don't have chimneys. And at the end of the day, everybody gonna sit and nod their head and say, yeah, that makes sense. But only a certain few people have the will to tell your kids, man, there's no Santa Claus. Just behave yourself in school, do what you gotta do, and at the end of the year, for Christmas, we're gonna buy you something. Plain and simple. I haven't done it, but I'll go as far as not even buying it on Christmas. Christmas means nothing to me other than celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. But that ain't what these kids know for. They just know for presents. But if it was up to me, I wouldn't even care to give my son on Christmas Day. I'll give him the 26th, 24th. It's just a day that people are making up to get your money. It's plain and simple. Everybody knows that, but only a certain people are going to have the will to say, you know what? I'm not going to do it. The presents are cheaper after, before, Black Friday, whenever. Or I might not even do it because I want to save 3 months. I might not even do it because I'm trying to save for a house. I might not even do it because I want, just in case. I put logic ahead of emotions. Kids are emotional. All they see is presents. They don't understand what it costs or what it takes to have a roof over their head. So they don't get it. I get it. So I have to have the will to do it. And at the end of the day, I'm willing to pay the price to have to be the bad guy so I can have wealth tried to pass down to my kids. I don't want them to just act and look like they have money, which a lot of us do. But at the end of the day, we don't have anything of value that we can pass by, of ownership that we can pass by. So you're going to have to be that bad guy. So anyway, back to what the guy said in the movie. It really stood out to me to have the will it takes to be different. A lot of people know what you have to do. It's almost plain and simple when it comes to money. You earn money, earn more, spend less. And then try to buy other things that can make you money, which is called assets. Everybody knows to do that. But it's only a certain people who are going to have the will to do it. It's only a certain women that's going to stand up to their husband and say, hey, we not doing this. I want to do this. I want a better future for us and our kids, or us and my parents and your parents, and just want to do better. And it's going to take the will in that guy to stand up to his wife and say, hey, we're not doing this no more. We're not buying this. We're wasting money on this. We don't need no more. I don't know what women buy. We don't need no more purses. We don't need no more shoes. We don't need no more this, this, and that. And the same thing go for them guys. You don't need no more video games. You don't need no more Jordans. You don't need no more this. Everybody got to sacrifice to build. And at the end of the day, remember, this is temporary. Just to get that 3 months of savings or whatever your financial goal is, just for emergencies. Nobody's telling you to go around and live miserable. The reason I love to save money is because I love to spend money. So once I save enough, I'm going to be spending. That's the whole purpose. The savings is for a rainy day, just in case my job say, hey, Troy, we don't need you no longer. We need to let you go. You know what my response is? Okay, thank you for the opportunity, and I'm walking out. But if you're not prepared You're gonna be mad at the world. I don't understand. I've been here for this long. Please, that don't make no sense. I have 2 kids at home. It's a business. They don't care about your personal life. I understand that. Everybody must understand that. I don't care if you've been at a job for 15, 20 years. Anything can happen. So just in case, it's better to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So whatever it is, just have the will. Like I told you, the same thing with the kids. There is no Santa Claus in my house. I tell my son, just don't tell other kids that, because I don't know what other parents have planned. But it's summertime. When I wake up on the weekends, I wake up my son 7 o'clock in the morning. I go running 2 miles. He rides his scooter behind me. I have the will to be the bad guy. This makes him healthier, and it shows him responsibility to wake up in the morning, get your stuff done. Wake up in the morning, you do your exercise, you come home, sweep, vacuum, put the clothes in the washer, do all of that. You still have, I don't know what, 12 hours to play. Every parent should be doing this. I go to the basketball court early in the morning. It's me and my son only. It's 30 guys on the court. You telling me none of y'all don't have no kids? No daughters? No sons? Y'all get out here, y'all play basketball, y'all exercising, but y'all don't have the will to wake up your kids, because they're going to wake up and just play video games, or, brush their teeth and play video games. This is not going to help them in the long run for the real world. So I just try my best to have the will. If that call for some people to say, man, Troy, you the bad guy, I'll take it. When I see a problem, I want to correct the problem. And if it causes me to so-called be a bad guy, I'll be the bad guy to correct the problem. But if you're sitting around letting the kids just play video games all day and not trying to, less TV, more reading, less playing, more schoolwork, or less playing, more exercising, less junk food, more eating right, this makes the kids better. It makes them have a better future. But you have to have the will to look at your kids and let them look at you with their little sad puppy eyes and say, hey, this is to better you. You're doing nothing wrong. I know I'm not doing nothing wrong, but I'm the one with the will to go against anybody who tell me I'm doing wrong. And in the long run, is it going to make my kids perfect? No. I just know that I tried my best to do what I had to do. I know that I tried to pass them something, and hopefully they continue to go, and generations will start owning property and owning real businesses. But somebody have to take the stand. Stop the curse of being broke and start the blessing of being financially secure. But anyway, you have to have the will. If you like what I'm saying, hit the like button for me. Leave a comment. Please share the video. If you disagree, leave a comment. I'm not perfect. I'm still learning. But some things I just believe, and what I believe has been working. It's not normal to be debt free. It's not normal to have a good savings. It's not normal to wake up and tell your kids and be the bad guy and make them do what they don't want to do. But unfortunately in life, that's the whole thing of being disciplined. You have to do what you don't want to do, so later you can do what other people can't do. Later, my people.